Hello and welcome to Desert Storm, coming to you live from Dubai. It is literally a desert storm. It's not dry Dubai as we know it. It's quite a windy Dubai, reminding me of a windy Wellington. Quite a strong breeze blowing. That will come as a huge relief to the two teams, considering that you're playing in such heat. And I'm looking at it from Bangladesh's point of view. They have to play back-to-back matches today and then tomorrow.
Yep. Yeah, it's not going to be easy for any team to be playing in these kind of conditions. It's pretty hot, but the wind and the breeze can make a bit of a difference. Can give you a little bit of light relief. And the matches, of course, also start when the sun is about to set. So I think that's a big help as well.
You know, they always say that you're just about when you're to go live. We've been standing here for good 5 minutes. The breeze wasn't that much, and just about to hit live, the breeze comes, and I'm having to hold tripod as well. That's how strong the breeze is. So you'd have to say that this game for both teams, it's like a virtual semi-final. You win and you're through to the final. Of course, you'll get another chance in case you're to lose. But for both teams, undefeated in Super 4, win, make it to the final, and relax after that.
You could pretty much say that. Because Bangladesh win, they'll have had 2 wins. India wins, they'll have had 2 wins out of the 3. So that gives them a very good opportunity. Both teams will be looking to be in a situation where they are in a good position. If India win, they'll want to win by a big margin as well. And if Bangladesh also will know that if they have to qualify, they have to win by a big margin.
That one statement that Suryakumar Yadav made the other day versus Pakistan, saying it's no rivalry, look at our record. That's really making headlines. But I was then looking ahead of this game, as I always do, looking at the record between India and Bangladesh. Overall T20I record 16-1. I mean, if you are looking at no rivalry, if you were to take facts into place and look at the overall record, this also then actually doesn't count for much of a rivalry.
Yeah, in the sense, I think Bangladesh have in recent time been playing very good cricket. But, I think you see that they're not, they had a very good win against Sri Lanka the other day, no question about it. And they're a very promising team. But India, this is a T20 format. Like I keep saying, an over or two can make a big difference to everything. So India cannot afford to take it lightly. India, the other day, also against Pakistan, I think should have won with an even bigger margin. Mustn't allow open the door at all. Win by like champion margins. That's what you want to do. You're the world champions, not by 3 wickets, 4 wickets. Let it, if you can, just 1 wicket down, win it. But don't open the door even a little bit, fraction for anybody, whether it is Pakistan or Bangladesh.
You're saying don't open the door because in T20 format anything can happen. That brings me to the next question. Should India be looking at any sort of changes or anything? I'm going to talk about specifics. Let's talk about Jasprit Bumrah. We've seen that he gets rested on and off. India's won their first game. Could this be a game to rest him?
Maybe play him and ensure that you win this game and then give him a break for the next game, which is on the Friday, and so he gets 3 days, Thursday, Friday and Saturday off before the final on Sunday. That is what would be a good idea.
What do you make of India's combination then going forward? We've seen the other teams. I was looking at Bangladesh, I looked at Sri Lanka as well as Pakistan. Everyone's going in with 3 fast bowlers, 2 spinners. India, the only team in this tournament playing 3 spinners. Now, my point here, in the Pakistan game, we saw that your spinners are under bowled. Akshar only bowls 1 over. Whereas in the test, you really are looking for a fast bowler because Bumrah on most occasions is bowling 3 overs in the power play. Do you think there is something that can be looked at?
That is, I think, something that they'll have to look at. So you get Bumrah at least 2 overs towards the death overs, the 18th and the 20th, or the 17th and the 19th, depending on whether you're batting first or defending. I think that is what you need to do because. Otherwise, the last few overs are turning out to be expensive. But then those are generally expensive because batters are just throwing the bat at everything. You connect inside edge, outside edge, whatever it is.
I would like to know from you, how do you think the pitches are going to change or have already changed from, let's say, the first match that India played here in Dubai and to now?
Not really. You can't really change in the space of a week or 10 days. All that can happen is if there's a little bit of a gap between matches, there can be a little more rolling, a little more watering. So the pitch gets a little harder, a little firmer. The ball will come onto the bat a little bit more easily. So that's the only thing that can happen. But I don't think it can, or you do not water it at all. And do not roll it at all, then it becomes a crumbling surface. Then you can have somebody getting a lot more turns. So those are the things that can happen. But you can see that they are looking after the pitch. So the pitches are pretty good to bat on. But the ball's not quite coming onto the bat like we have seen, say, during the Champions Trophy. That could have been because the matches were played in February, March.
Right.
Maybe now because of the heat over here, it's not been possible to get that kind of pace and bounce from the surface.
Because we talk about Bangladesh and you've said that they've assembled a good team, they've shown some good results here, beating Sri Lanka. The one thing that I always remember about India-Bangladesh encounter, that somewhere you feel Bangladesh, they're so close to a win versus India and yet they crumble. I can think of so many examples. You remember that MS Dhoni run out that he did. I remember the 2022 T20 World Cup game. Litton Das was firing, they lost from there. So they always tend to come close to India but lose. Is it some sort of a fear factor? They carry some sort of baggage against India? Are they intimidated? I can't really put my finger on it.
Or they're thinking too far ahead. Because a lot of times when you start thinking too far ahead of how you're going to celebrate, it doesn't happen. No, seriously.
Yeah.
Sometimes, it's not as a team. You're looking at it as an individual. When I get to 100, when I get to 50, this is what I'm going to do. As you get close, and then suddenly your focus is gone, because till then till you've got into the 40s, 45, you're not thinking of the 50.
Yeah.
Till you've got to 90, 95, you're not thinking of the 100. Suddenly your mind just goes just a little bit, and as a batter you need to make just one mistake in your bat. So that's something, maybe that's what's happening with Bangladesh, looking a little too ahead instead of being focused on the moment.
Okay, that is what Bangladesh would have to do, but they have an uphill task because this Indian team is on a roll at the moment. They've got overall record 32-3. They've won 32 T20Is since the start of 2024. Lost only 3. Tells you how dominant this team has been. Mr. Gavaskar, thank you so much for joining us.